Hello everyone, it feels good to welcome you once more in our love story today. I grew up as a child. I had everything going on well for me. But what was going wrong with me is that I was just a runaway child. These children who run away from home, and somehow I didn't make it back home. I didn't find it easy or good again to come back and stay at home. I kept running. I said something was pursuing me. I kept running. I know I came back sometimes, so many times. I ran away so many times as I ran back home. And still, that thing was chasing me. Even right now, I sit down, I ask myself, was it me or something was wrong with me that was pursuing me away from home that time? My mother, it broke her. It took a toll on my mother, my sisters. I missed some opportunities to share the time to grow up with my sisters. I missed the opportunity of being at home, that home that was given to me, that home that my parents provided everything for. I have to run away from it. I don't know if sometimes you had a free children, they have everything, and somehow it's like they're looking for something outside. I miss that thing I would have cherished as a child, and this I don't want to happen to any of my child. That's why this marriage sounds like everything to me. I wanted to give my children that thing I was outside longing for when somewhere else, when I had it at home and I couldn't take it. It was like there was something there that was saying, this thing you will not have it. And somehow I danced to that song, to that music, to those beats that was playing, and I lost that. So this is what I didn't want for my children, that my children sit somewhere and they're hoping to have a comfortable home where they will say, I find peace here, this is my refuge, this is where I can stay, I have the right to stay in, and feel comfortable, have that sense of belonging, that this is where my people are. I miss that a lot as a growing child. I remember when sometimes it's getting dark and how I watch other children settling in with their parents, and I was afraid to go home because of how long I've stayed outside. Like a prodigal son, a kind of, how do I get home? When I get home, they'll be happy I'm alive. They'll be happy I've come back. But then they will remember the pain I caused them. They will remember how I've risked my life, how they want that what has happened to me, that kind of things. I didn't want this to happen to my children. That's why when I met Mr. Stranger, being that he's responsible, I start thinking, with this guy, I might have opportunity to be that kind of home for my children I wanted. That's what it's all about, this madness, this craziness of me thinking much about Mr. Stranger, that he's like one in a million kind. That was all about it. Then I wondered how my own have spoiled as a single woman, that somebody, whoever sees me, would take a look at me and take a deep breath and digest, should I marry her or not. It would have been different if I was a single girl who has not married before, who has not been with any man, who has not had a child. The consideration would be a little bit easier for someone to decide to marry me. So in my mind at that time, it was like, I'm done. When it comes to marriage, it was like, I'm done. It was done for me to find that kind of man I wish to have. I really had eye for potential men, for men of caliber, men of, I don't know. After all, I'm a human being, I'm a woman, I'm not all that bad looking. I don't know if one could not say I don't have the rights to dream of my kind of man, but that situation I was in denied me all of this, and I knew this as an Igbo girl, that whatever, if I was to be here, that I'm as low as our people could think. Second-hand, I don't know what I'll call this. So it's a kind of, it just occurred to me that I could have been that kind of bride there in the city in Nigeria, waiting for that man to come and get me, be recommended by somebody that he might see me on the street and say, this woman I want to marry. I denied myself all this opportunity simply because by marrying, by having a child and things like that. So it was just all written out to me. I never knew I felt until I met this guy. I've never seen somebody and so I feel a kind of inferior in that aspect. But I still thank God, like, there's this kind of confidence I have. It doesn't matter what I lose. It didn't really matter to me what I'm missing or what is missing in me. I kept my cool. I kept myself that place where I thought I was normally, because this is this thing that happened to me could happen to anybody, and nobody is far from being imperfect. So I didn't let this get on me. I carried on, and the fact that I didn't have eye on him in expectation of he will want something from me, that he might want to be my fiancé, that he want to marry me, it gave me more confidence, because I know here I'm just having fun to hang around this guy and I've got nothing to lose. There was nothing involved. It was just friendship and that was it. So what do I need to fear? Since he saw me, he can be friends with me, we can hang around, and it was okay for me. And that was all I wanted to. I wanted to enjoy it to the last of it. I need to stay there for 1 month. So that 1 month I had to stay there was, I wanted to enjoy it and say, yeah, this is my last chance, my last time to stay with a guy almost my age who could be my husband, who could be my fiancé. Let me enjoy this 1 month and get out of here. That was get out of here. That was what it was all about. So that's it. That's the craziness about this young kind. You seeing something you might want to have and you will never get it. You will never dare get it, you know, that kind of thing. So I was like, oh, let me enjoy this, you know. And yeah, that was what it's all about. And it opened my ear, my thoughts to many things, many other things, many imaginations of things I would have enjoyed as an Igbo girl, as a Nigerian African, as someone who has been here for long, over 5 years, just like he has been here for 5 years. That's all about it. What I envy about the bride of Mr. Stranger is not really me having Mr. Stranger as a husband or fiancé. It's all about we who are here or who live here in diaspora, that we somehow make some mistakes or wrong choices in our life by leaving our marriage or giving birth before settling really for marriage. It's also not that this marriage is the end of life, is the most important thing in life, that everybody must get married. It has nothing to do with that, but it's all that everyone has his plan or what he wants to achieve, where he wants to arrive at the end of it all. Thank you so much.